I'm going to tell you something that I'm a little bit embarrassed about, but it's a little bit of a warning, right? And it's something that caught me off guard. Okay, last week, my car, the AC went out in my car. Okay, now here in Florida, we were setting records in heat, right? We had record temperatures. I got to tell you, I'm driving up to Fort Myers. I have an account up there. I work with a continuing care retirement community. They run Balance University classes, and I teach a couple of them up there. And so driving on that interstate, even when you're going 75, 85, right? Your windows are down, but that is hot air coming in. It's like a blow dryer. So let me tell you, I get in my car to drive up, I start sweating. Okay, and you know where I'm going with this already, most of you do. I go to work, and because I'm moving and it's physical, I'm sweating a little bit. I get back in my car, drive home, I'm sweating. I go into the homes of people, right? And a lot of times the people I work with, the temperature, the AC, is set at 78 degrees. So I'm sweating, right? And so all day this goes on. Then I have soccer practice. I volunteer at my church where we work with the kids and do some different stuff. So I'm out in the sun in the evenings. I woke up Friday morning, guys, sick as a dog. Lightheaded, headaches, my stomach was in knots. I couldn't get away from the bathroom very long. And I just was completely zonked, right? No energy. I felt very nauseous. And so last minute, I drank my Gatorades and finally got myself to health. But here's the deal. Those 2 days, Wednesday and Thursday in particular, I drank Gatorade. I drank water because I knew that I was sweating. I knew how much water I was losing, but water wasn't enough. I drank just one 12-ounce Gatorade each day, and that wasn't enough. So how does that and why does that relate to us? Well, as we age, we hold less water, period, right? From the time we're 40 to the time we're 80, the total water volume in our bodies decrease by 20%. That is a lot. That's almost a quarter. And considering your body is 80% water, that's going to have an effect on you, right? A lot of times we take medication. Some of us are even taking diuretics, which pull water out of you. It also pulls potassium out of you. If you're taking a Lasix or diuretic, it pulls potassium out of the body, right? Potassium is an electrolyte. Electrolytes are gates, okay? Cells are round, correct? What gives cells their shape? It's the water that pushes against the walls of the cell, the membrane, right? Well, how do you get water in and out of these cells? Through gates. What are the gates called? Electrolytes. So you can drink all the water you want, but if you're losing the gates, you're going to have an imbalance. That imbalance is going to have an effect. Lightheadedness, headaches, thirst, stomach aches, nausea, diarrhea. You're going to have all kinds of problems. So you guys, summer is here. You've got family. You're going to be doing outings, going on vacation. Please be very mindful about your hydration, not just your water, but your electrolyte intake. Things like Pedialyte, they make a product for adults. And then you have products like Gatorade. Gatorade, the regular Gatorade, is super high in sugar. So let me encourage you to look for the G2 or the Gatorade Zero. That will provide you the electrolytes without all the sugar, all right? So how does that relate to falls, guys? Because I always want to come back and tie it into falls. And that's what we're going to do right here. So bear with me. And here we go. How much water should you be drinking? Depends on how much you weigh. If you weigh 100 pounds, you're looking at about 50 ounces a day. That's about 6¼ cups. Okay, 6¼ cups for 100 pounds. If you weigh 160 pounds, you're looking at about 80 ounces, right? So that's about 10 cups of water. If you're 200 pounds, you're looking at about 100 ounces. So it looks like For about every 20 pounds, you're increasing your water intake by about 10 ounces, right? So once you get to 100 pounds, you're at 50 ounces. For every 20 pounds, add another 20 ounces, all right? Now, when it comes to falls, I found an extremely interesting study. We're going to zoom through this, and then we're going to get right to work. Study done, I found this at the National Institute of Health. Guys, remember, all my sources are available at mybalanceuniversity.com. You can print this sheet off right here that I'm reading from. 30,634 patients were in this study. 30,634. Of that 30,634 patients, 37.9% were found to be dehydrated. All right, that was just the initial screening. 37.9% were dehydrated, almost half. That's incredible. Now, of that, 11.4% had a fall during the follow-up. So they did their initial screening, and then there was a period of time where that passed, and then they came in and did a follow-up. Well, 11.4% had a fall during that follow-up period, right? Now, here's another one. 11.7% died during that period from a fall. So you've got 11% that fallen and another 11% that passed away from a fall. Now, they tie all this into dehydration right here, okay? They found a positive association of dehydration with falls alone. So for the outcome of falls or death, dehydration was positively associated along with diuretics and antipsychotic medications. So they're tying in medications with dehydration and the impacts that has on falls and deaths. Pretty powerful. Drink water. Drink electrolytes. All right. Any questions? Let's rock and roll. All right. Let me have you stand, guys. Let's go to work.